What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another late night, another epic. Today we're going to be watching a great film, another one by James Cameron. And, everybody has been telling me to, watch the second one. And so here's the lead up. We're going to be watching Terminator 2 Judgment Day. And so, who knows the fate of Sarah Connor, John Connor, and the Terminator? But we're gonna find out right now. As you can tell, Big Willie is absent. I'm none too concerned about an employee that is absent. But, without further delay, into your beautiful, week. It's almost Christmas, and I hope all of you are, enjoying the festivities and, surrounded by family members and loved ones. And may God bless you through this week. But, leading up, we're going to be watching a few films just before the major holidays. So I'm quite excited about that. But, we're going to try to end December with some good ones. So without further delay, we're just going to get into this film because it's an epic. And yeah, let's go. What does the AD stand for in this circumstance?
The war against the machines.
What a great, exclamation mark to that, sentence. The war against the machines. Crack! This is awesome. I love that we're getting a lot more texture to this 2049 Los Angeles. We're getting a lot more, effects and stuff. So that's great.
The Resistance was able to send a lone warrior, a protector for John. It was just a question of which one of them would reach him first.
Great introduction into the titles. We see Connor. We're told about these two Terminators that are sent at various times, and obviously the introduction of Kyle. I like how the flame is just torching everything related to a child, like this, like not the seesaw, but like the animals that you get on top of the round thing, and then suddenly we see a Terminator, like they're coming for young John Connor. Wow, great shot, and to see James, like, he's written it, produced it, directed. He's like, there's so much of him in this film. It's fascinating. Oh, he's not going to be welcomed here too well. Everything fits the criteria. Oh, that's... he messed up. Wow. Great shot.
Take it.
All right. All right. I mean, he never fails to dress up in style. I mean, I don't know if it's his program, but he has a great sense of style. He reached for the sunglasses. This man is bad to the metal. Well, just like the first one, we're getting two people coming. Well, not people. Well, who knows? But we're getting two, individuals coming again to this version of Earth. Funny that it's a cop that's, finding this person, so I'm assuming this guy's going to impersonate a cop. A natural father unknown. Hey, I like that. Okay, so he is the Arnold from the first film. It's his job to terminate. But who knows what Arnold is in this, film.
I swear, I have had it with that kid. He won't even answer me anymore.
Honey, move.
Foster parents? Okay, so where's Sarah Connor?
It's not my mother, Todd.
So easy to tell him off. But I'm guessing why he has a foster home. Maybe it was like Sarah's way of protecting him by giving him like different parents, but he has the same last name.
Indicators: depression, anxiety, violent acting out, delusions of persecution.
Well, he did say it in the first film that he could make a case out of her.
Good morning, Dr. Silberman. How's the knee?
Fine, Sarah.
Wow, the way she said that, she looks like a prepared soldier.
I don't want any trouble.
Ain't no trouble.
Wow. What a version of, patient care is this?
He's a good-looking boy. Do you mind if I keep this picture?
No, go on. There was a guy here this morning looking for him, too.
Yeah, big guy on a bike. Has that got something to do with this?
Oh, well, I mean, can't be a coincidence. Is one a protector and one a Terminator?
Come on, baby. Come on, come on, come on. Yes!
Hey, it worked.
All right.
Sarah taught him
money.
well,
Come on.
but that's it. That's all he took out.
But you got shot and arrested. Just a total loser. Come on, let's go spend some money.
I don't think he really believes that. Hey, it's Kyle.
You're strong, Sarah. Stronger than you ever thought you could be. On your feet, soldier.
Hey, great recall line.
Stay with me.
There's not much time left in the world, Sarah.
Wait, is the door really open?
Kyle, don't go!
No, clearly a dream sequence of some sort. She said run. It seems like all of this is just going to, get on fire. Because that's what the opening titles were.
It's not a dream anymore, it's real.
This is quite strange for her to be watching her own tapes.
I feel much better now. Clearer.
Yes, your attitude has been much improved lately.
Wait, is she just trying to fake it?
Let's go back to what you were saying about those Terminator machines. Now you think they don't exist.
They don't exist.
Oh, this is just gonna make his case stronger because now she's in denial of the whole thing. So now he just wants to test her even more.
How's it going?
Okay. Insert key.
Please don't tell me they're, examining the remains of the previous Terminator.
Well, Sarah, here's the problem. I know how smart you are. And I think you're just telling me what I want to hear.
Here we
I
go.
don't agree with you.
Oh no.
I think if I put you in minimum security, you'll just try to escape again.
And don't do anything rash.
I don't see any choice but to recommend to the review board that you stay here for another 6 months.
Oh, great.
You don't know what you're doing!
I mean, at this point, it seems like the only way she's gonna escape is if somebody breaks her out. Oh, so he already knew what John Connor looked like, or when he went to visit the foster parents, he saw a picture, probably. He couldn't probably spend his money fast enough that they're gonna come for him in time. Interesting. He's just asking like random kids and they all know where he is. They all apparently just know John Connor. Probably small town. The great thing is John doesn't even know what he's being, followed for. He would think probably it's because of the credit card.
Get down.
That's when we know he's a protector. I like that. How many shots? I love that metal thing they have on the body. This would be the first time we're seeing two Terminators against each other. And I like for that split second when he unrobed the gun, the shotgun. We thought he was going to kill John. And boy, was that intimidating to see, like, just a Terminator running after you at record speed. Alright, right here we have David and Goliath. Literally, this guy has a 16-wheeler. Just when he thought he escaped, probably something big is gonna happen. They actually filmed that. However interesting. James Cameron, he has his sequences very well thought of. Oh, the swing of the shotgun, that's smooth. And great, like, it's a great sequence in terms of who's chasing who. Like, Arnold is on top and we have the ground level. Wow, in that shot we saw Arnold's face. That was quite impressive. Unless there's some special effects done where there's some face replacement. Okay, we get the ending of Terminator 1 at the, like, not even at the half point of Terminator 2. And now we're gonna see how this Terminator, recovers from fire. Even with the uniform. That's cool.
Cyberdyne Systems Model 101.
No.
Well, now it gives a lot of credit to what his mom probably told him.
So what's the deal?
My mission is to protect you.
Yeah?
Who sent this guy?
You did. 35 years from now, you reprogrammed me to be your protector here, in this time.
This is deep.
Oh, the John Connor of the future knows how to reprogram a Terminator. That's intense. And I mean, question being, how is Sarah going to react when, she sees a Terminator protecting John?
If you hurry home, we can sit down and have dinner together. I'm making beef stew.
Something's wrong. She's never this nice.
John?
Oh, don't tell me it's a clone. It's the T-1000,
What's wrong with Wolfie? I can hear him barking. Is he okay?
Wolfie's fine, honey. Wolfie's just fine.
Oh, he found him out. Boy, talk about liquid metal. This guy can literally transform his arm into anything. It's interesting, like, I like what he's doing with these different objects that sort of, distort his facial features, but like now we're getting the inside of the scope, the mechanic scope, through the protector as opposed to the Terminator. Like, so far we've never seen his version of what he sees, so who knows what he's doing and how he investigates.
Look, I just sat here and told you that your son is missing, that the foster parents have been murdered. We know this guy's involved. Doesn't that mean anything to you?
how could these guys not put two and two together? Like, how does a physical human being take so many shots? How did they explain that?
She'd shack up with anybody she can learn from so she could teach me how to be this
Great military leader.
Then she gets busted. It's like, sorry kid, your mom's a psycho, didn't you know?
What, just like that she gets busted?
Help!
This does not help our mission.
Help! Get this psycho off of me! Help! Help! Help me, kid! I'm getting this.
Great. He's drawing unnecessary attention, but, you know, he said, as he said, my mom is a priority to me.
Stand on one foot. Yes! Cool. Well, Terminator.
I wonder whether there's any way to override these parameters.
You just can't go around killing people.
Why?
What do you mean, why? 'Cause you can't.
Why?
Because you just can't, okay? Trust me on this.
I like the humanizing of this Terminator through young John Connor. All right, military Sarah Connor she has the tricks in her bag. Well, the picture of Arnold in this year probably has her, it's quite urgent, and she might be in danger as well as her son. So I understand the attempt to escape again. Isn't that something else? Ooh, I like the front shot. Isn't that cool? Yeah, well, there you go, eye for an eye. I mean, this guy's liquid metal. It's quite fun, like, what they can do with him. Oh, the knee again.
Now don't move.
I like it just says the word poison so clearly.
I swear I will not kill anyone.
All right, let's go.
Wow, how does that order work if they see the T-1000?
What the hell are you doing?
You son of a...
Wow.
He'll live.
He won't walk though.
Open the door. Open the door.
She already has part of the syringe in his neck. Hey, she's none to be messed with.
Get her! Get her!
Oh boy, can she handle, like, she can handle it. Like, one of the things I actually quite like is Linda Hamilton's physicality. Like, it really sells the role of, especially, like, her, like, being this psycho. She really sells the role very well.
Let's go! Come on, open it! Let's go! Let's go!
Smart. Oh boy, here comes the PTSD. She just missed seeing John. Face planted her.
Mom, are you okay? Mom!
Well, I like that the doctor is looking at all of this.
Come with me if you want to live.
It's okay, Mom. He's here to help. It's okay.
He just had to use that line. Nice one. I was just waiting for the shot of the doctor. Boy, is that intimidating. Boy, is that visionary to have an entire shot of the face split open and still have like features of his own. That's great 3D. How very suspenseful. This is a great escape.
Last one!
Hang on!
Mom raised a great son to be a great, combat assistant. But another fun chase sequence. Well, at all costs now it is, we have to save John. So priorities are now John. He'll probably just reconnect back to him. Fantastic. What an... this film is just so cool.
John, it was stupid of you to go there. God, you have to be smarter than that. You almost got yourself killed.
Well, if he still believed in the mission that his mom was bringing him up for.
I didn't need your help. I can take care of myself.
Oh, that's the tough love right there.
Say, that's a nice bike.
That means it's his.
I have detailed files on human anatomy.
I bet. Makes you a more efficient killer, right?
Correct.
Didn't deny it at all.
120 years with my existing power cell.
Can you learn stuff that you haven't been programmed with?
Interesting he said 120 years. That's... I cannot believe that's a coincidence, because that's sort of biblical.
Do it.
It's interesting, we have very similar beats to the first film, except roles have completely switched.
Pull.
Hey, that's what we saw earlier. There was a remnants of that in the guy's laboratory.
I know what it's like to try to kill one of these things. And if something goes wrong, this could be our last chance, so move!
Look, Mom, if I'm ever supposed to be this great military leader, maybe you should start listening to my leadership ideas once in a while.
Okay. Yeah, because again, interesting is John is seeing him as a friend. So John is in between the two. He's not had his mom's experience where, he has only known one side. He is growing up knowing the Terminator to be an equal protector and a hunter.
And if you want to shine them on, it's hasta la vista, baby.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Yeah.
Oh,
later,
great. He's
dickwad.
just giving Arnold, like, the Terminator, the best lines.
This severe routine is getting old, okay? I mean, you're acting like such a geek. Smile once in a while.
Interesting, the kids were just wailing guns at near him.
You're great.
A great piece of humor. Very, very organic.
It's in your nature to destroy yourselves.
Yeah. Major drag, huh?
Break it up for a ring, both your necks. Come on.
It's in our nature to destroy ourselves. I bet that would make it into the philosophy of Terminator.
Skynet fights back.
Yes, it launches its missiles against the targets in Russia.
Why attack Russia? Aren't they our friends now?
Because Skynet knows that the Russian counterattack will eliminate its enemies over here.
Jesus.
Great, and it all stemmed from the original Terminator coming back in time. So it's kind of, well, not a loop, but it's sort of the fate.
Baby, I am this close. Come here.
If only you could just answer the question.
Why did we get married, Miles? Why did we have these children? You don't need us. Your heart and your mind are in here. But it doesn't love you like we do.
Well, she gave probably the perfect answer for human effort and human, autonomy and human choice is we have emotions.
Uncle Bob, Uncle Bob, this is Enrique.
Uncle Bob, huh? Okay. Okay.
The most unassuming name.
One thing about my mom. She always plans ahead.
Oh boy, in between the first and the second film, she prepared well. I mean, she has army supplies.
You don't feel any emotion about it one way or another?
No. I have to stay functional until my mission is complete.
I wonder whether it could develop, like, whether it's possible by just hanging around this kid.
Wish I could have met my real dad.
You will.
Yeah, I guess. I'm like 45, I think. I sent him back through time to 1984.
What a complicated time loop.
Why do you cry?
You mean people?
Yeah.
I don't know. We just cry. You know, when it hurts.
Interesting that he's, you know, at least sort of inquisitive to the point of, you know, human emotion.
Too slow. No, I'm just kidding. Let's try it one more time.
Good. Now try it. Now try it. Good. Now do me.
This must seem so strange to her. Like, a natural killing machine.
Of all the would-be fathers who came and went over the years, this thing, this machine, was the only one who measured up. In an insane world, it was the sanest choice.
Imagine that as a reality. The best father he could have is a machine. Way to make the point, but you know this was her fate. She could not have lived a normal life. She's blessed and cursed with this information. That's where it was, burned like paper. Huh, interesting. No fate. I mean, she knows it's gonna happen, right? So, what choice does she have?
The whole thing goes. The future's not set. There's no fate but what we make for ourselves.
Unless she can completely change it by, you know, avoiding this laboratory from doing any more, you know, processing.
Killing Dyson might actually prevent the war.
I don't care! Haven't you learned anything yet? Haven't you figured out why you can't kill people?
Well, it's a good moral question, right? But is there any other way to convince Miles Dyson?
Danny, I told you to go to bed like your sister.
Just a couple of minutes, Mom!
Oh, hopefully she doesn't accidentally shoot the child. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm guessing she probably will have a change of heart once the boy comes to interrupt the father.
Danny!
You're kidding me. She actually tried to kill him.
Trisha, just take Danny and go. Just run! Run!
Well, again, if this is the dream she's having every night, it probably makes, you know, sense that she would be convinced to kill this man. And see who's sort of the Terminator now.
I'm not gonna let you do it.
Could this already, like not killing him and just accusing him, could that already just be the answer? Almost seems like she found her, like, humanity again. Because she was Terminator for a second.
I love you, John. I always have. I know.
Well, he did mention that the T-1000 would anticipate the same thing, so I would assume he's probably on his way.
Danny, I want you to come with me right now, okay? Show me your room.
This would be the convincing way.
Skynet, Judgment Day, the history of things to come. It's not every day that you find out you're responsible for 3 billion deaths.
Well, in one version of the future.
You don't know what it's like to really create something, to create a life. Feel it growing inside you. All you know how to create is death and destruction.
Mom! We need to be a little more constructive here, okay?
John is probably the best leader, even as a kid.
Quit Cyberdyne tomorrow.
That's not good enough.
No one must follow your work.
Right. All right, then.
They'll probably go to Dyson and destroy it.
Can you get us in? Past security?
I think so, yeah. When?
Right now. Right now.
Mr. Dyson, now you know the rules concerning visitors in the lab. I need written authorization.
I insist.
There's your written authorization.
The silent alarm's been tripped.
Oh, great. Great use of it. One for an immoral side, now one for, well, a sort of moral side.
John, fire in the hole!
He didn't even flinch. Again, if the Terminator never showed his arm, you know, it would probably not even convince Dyson, but it's just that, you know, we were introduced with that frame of the hand and Dyson's face. So it was a great callback to him showing his arm.
Can I borrow that thing?
Oh, is he personally going to axe it? Let's go.
I'll take you off the police.
Hey, wait, you swore!
Trust me.
Yeah, just the smile. Well, he's probably just going to attack every other object that does not kill them or really just scare them. I'm very accurately avoiding human form. It's interesting that this version of Terminator is known for like a certain type of artillery, whereas the first one is completely different. Like he had more of the laser type of majig.
All right, now in order to get that out, you have to just bite.
There you go, a true leader.
We got Skynet by the balls now, don't we? Come on, let's book.
Unless things just don't go according to their plan. Oh no. Oh, come on now. Why were they so impulsive? Okay, now question is, does he press it? What a great performance. Oh, the war just arrived. Oh, I quite enjoyed that we have some face shots. Very respectful of John's order. They're all limping on one leg. Liquid metal! Boy, is he able to fly low with the helicopter. I would imagine he could probably run or just jump in. Okay, well, seems like they stopped him for now.
Damn. You alright?
Aw, this couldn't be good either. Now they're both stalled. And now he has a 16-wheeler again. Although I think the first one was probably an 8. Praise the Lord. Oh boy. There's another where we went from one chase sequence into another.
I'm bleeding. Bad. Keep pressure on it. Hit this work.
Well, probably that liquid nitrogen probably will be able to do something to the Interesting, we have this antiquated Terminator and this antiquated car versus T-1000 and this really strong car. Like, well, truck. Probably one of the great, shooting sequences. I like that shot.
Get out of here! Let's go! Come on, let's go! Let's go!
Ooh, what a final destination to be in. He's probably gonna freeze. Yeah. And just crack.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Well, there we go. Now we know how to kill the T-1000s. Freeze them with liquid nitrogen. Ah,
We
the
don't have
heat.
much time.
The heat, it was probably allowing it to cool up a little bit more so that it can reassemble. Okay, well, at least now we know. Liquid nitrogen does not work against liquid metal, T-1000, unless it is fully frozen at all times. What was that all about? Was that caused by the liquid nitrogen, where it affected his, molecular DNA?
John, you got to go now.
John!
Go! Now!
No!
Well, this is the first time, well, not the first time, but he knows the right thing to do. I don't even know why, but part of me just thinks about the T-1000 as like Mr. Smith from Matrix.
Mom, come on! Mom! Mom! Come on! Mom!
Well, the first priority was that John Connor should live. Fantastic shot. Ooh. Oh, no. Oh, boy. Probably the Terminator's gonna come. Well, the Arnold one. Well, if only, they could probably shoot him into the lava. Fantastic shot, but that looks painful. And it's a lot more better integration of the robot, as a prosthetic. Well, if anything, the T-1000 probably knew where the main source of its power is. Alternate power? Okay, still alive. That's the T-1000. Let's be honest now.
John! John!
Oh no, it's her. It's really her. Unless she T-1000 morphed into her.
Get out of the way, John! 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 Shoot!
Great. Great. Hasta la vista, baby. Ooh. The one more shot needed. That slow motion. That was fantastic. Okay, that is his final demise. Interesting is playing through every iteration of the imitations. Okay, so freeze it and then burn it.
I need a vacation.
Well, that was sort of humorous, so it found its humor factor. Well, there you go, every trace destroyed.
There's one more chip.
Well, he is the last chip, so he would need to destroy himself. Except John Connor is not going to like that.
No!
I'm sorry, John. I'm sorry.
No, it'll be okay. Stay with us. It'll be okay.
I have to
Well,
go
they could
away.
never.
No, don't do it.
They can never guarantee that, right?
I know now why you cry,
Oh,
but it's something I can never do.
nice. Well, final realization. But that was a cool line.
Goodbye.
Well, that's interesting in itself, that it cannot self-terminate. And that Sarah, of all people, is, assisting in, this sort of suicide. Hey! Thumbs up, John.
John fights the war differently than it was foretold. Here, on the battlefield of the Senate, his weapons are common sense and hope.
And boy, they really fast-forward it.
The luxury of hope was given to me by the Terminator. Because if a machine can learn the value of human life,
The machine ended up learning something. At least that's her prognosis. Thoughts? Well, this certainly, almost seems like a bookend chapter. This seems like an ending towards the reign of what James wanted to explore. I mean, it almost answers everything. It erases all the traces of Cyberdyne, of there ever being a Skynet. So it pretty much is like the perfect ending, as opposed to, why would there need to be a third, fourth, and fifth film? And, obviously I've read the comments and I've heard, and I'm aware of, how much more, it not degrades or decreases, but sort of, taints the franchise. But this film in its own right is a, shall we say, masterpiece. A masterpiece in action, in, philosophy of its own kind, in, just, the choices that they made, that were so very interesting, to start the film off in with Sarah Connor in an institution with young John. But I don't know, it was just a switch of roles. Everything seemed so much more, dynamic. For a certain period of time, I thought, it sort of felt beat to beat like the first one, but then removed from it, they put together a very interesting piece of cinema together. I think I probably dumped all my thoughts into this one. I really don't have much to add on into what I've said. Like, probably enough praise has been given to this film, but I'll just add one more, and it makes so much sense why this is held at such high regard as an action film, and a sci-fi film at that. And just like The Matrix, I think it's just one of those films that transcends, like, this sort of transcends every, like, it's such a grounded film in reality, and even the special effects, like how many ever years removed from since it was made, still hold up to the day. And because it's probably a good mix of prosthetics and makeup and 3D, just the right amount. And probably knowing James and how patient he is, it wouldn't seem that out of pocket for him to have waited until the 3D, or the effects were up to par, to bring his vision to life. And this very much so, like compared to the first one seems almost like cyberpunkish, like very much in a noir feel, whereas this one, it just seems so much more gritty, so much more down to earth. And on top of that, getting to empathize with this Terminator as opposed to Kyle, having the same looking Terminator once be a Terminator, and on the other hand be a protector of sorts. That's an interesting thing in itself. I just love the switch up of roles, and as I had mentioned, Sarah almost seeming like a Terminator of her own, thing, and how Judgment Day would have really made Terminators of the humans, because they would have to have fought for survival. And now, in the aftermath, we know John Connor to be somebody very much, a lot more different, and now he's into more the battle fought with the words, as Sarah had mentioned. And Judgment Day was bypassed by the sacrifice of holding on to what Kyle had mentioned. And I think it's poetic in its own way, and it's a great piece of cinema. I don't know, you guys probably would have a lot more to say about it, but let me know if this film is one you hold very dear to your heart. Anything that you have towards this film, I would love to read it. And so until next time, may God bless you during this period of time, and until I see you next time, enjoy cinema. What's up, you cinephiles? Thank you very much for making it to the very end. Me and Big Willie don't take that for granted. We really appreciate you. Now, if you'd like to show your support to us, you know what you can do up here. You can smash that button, really just smash it. And if you would like to check out some more content, they're all curated by days up over here and playlists. So, you know what? We hope you're having a great day. Don't crumble, and just continue to smile and be a good bastion of cinema.